back. Everyone's still with us here on the C Morning Show. We are fast approaching the third hour in our program, and it's time for our next discussion, and we're happy to announce that Indonesia will be participating in the upcoming Miss Earth competition that is taking place later in November this year in Manila.
And today we will find out how she prepares to represent Indonesia in the Miss Earth 2022. So please welcome Karina Basrewan as Miss Earth Indonesia 2022.
I think we know her.
I don't think so. I don't know her at all.
I've only seen you like 100 times.
No, hi. It's the first time I meet you. And also Dr. Kishanty Hardaningtyas as the National Director of Mahakarya Duta Pesona Indonesia. Hello.
Welcome, Doctor.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting us.
All right. Let's start off with the doc then. So what exactly is Miss Earth? Because it's quite new to me. I haven't heard much about it.
Yes, Paul. Miss Earth is beauty pageant, of course.
Okay.
Miss Earth environmental event to be environmental friendly, yes.
It promotes
the environmental awareness to the world. Yes.
So it's not just a pageant.
Yes, not
it's
the
much
pageant,
more than
beauty
that.
cause.
Really?
Beauty with a cause.
Oh, I see. So Karina, tell me about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm pretty
This will be
sure.
good practice for when in November when she actually has to do this.
You guys might know me. It's interesting being here on the other side, being a guest star at your own home, I feel like.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like, my journey in the in beauty pageant started 5 years ago when I represented my hometown. And honestly, at that time, I thought I'd retire from the beauty pageant world, but 5 years later, here I am, not only representing Jakarta this time, but representing Indonesia.
All right. So you were selected, or did you have to go through another process of like lower tier competition?
So for this year, because we are so tight with time, Dr. Kiss right here and the organization handpicked me to represent.
Okay.
After the long process, MDPI Mahakarya Duta Pesona chose Karina Basrewan as Miss Earth Indonesia.
Well, we know all about the great qualities of Karina, but what?
You can see here, it's a whole package, a perfect package for Miss Earth.
Absolutely. What were some of the things that were taken into consideration? Because this way you didn't have a competition, you did have to select one person. What were some of the considerations?
Because according to Miss Earth vision, Karina is a good candidate for the Miss Earth Indonesia to represent Indonesia because she is the confident, self-confidence.
That she is.
Yes, she's gorgeous, of course, the posture and body and the public speaking. Yes, and she is determined to be winner.
Okay.
Of course,
And let's not forget, she's very environmentally friendly.
yes,
that's
of
right.
course, that's the
Very important.
Now, I also want to know about the preparation for you to join the competition in November. So, what have you did so far?
We've really, it's crunch time. I think from the day that we announced me as Miss Earth Indonesia 2022 up till me leaving for Manila is about a month. Just
less than 2 months.
Less than 2 months. It's just under a month and a half. So everything's being prepared drastically. You've done
like photo shoots and stuff already.
We've done photo shoots, and there are also some requirements from Miss Earth itself. What is our chosen fauna? Because the theme for this year the competition is fauna. Yes. So
What did you choose? Are you allowed to reveal? Is this a spoiler?
We actually just revealed it last night.
What is it? Anoa?
It's a Komodo dragon.
Oh, yay! I love it. Amazing.
So the
Very
reason why I
representative.
chose Komodo dragons is not only are we trying to, save them from extinction, but it also relates to ecotourism at the Komodo National
very
Park.
much so.
So we're trying to save not only the Komodos but also their habitat, and so it promotes both them as a species.
Very
and also
relevant.
tourism,
It's happening right now, right? Because people are visiting those areas.
Yeah, and I think what people sometimes fail to understand is, the rising prices that happened recently. We need to know that that is actually to fund the preservation of their conservation.
So it's needed.
And it is very much needed. So that's something I'd like to advocate and share.
So one of the things that makes Miss Earth different than others is you mentioned the eco-friendly kind of direction that it's headed towards. So what are some of the duties that are involved with being Miss Earth?
I think they're really strong on our advocacy, and I think that's one that I like to raise, and also how we can just sort of do something as a community and as a country. And so if that's my chosen fauna, my actual advocacy is to raise awareness on putting our words into action.
Okay.
I feel like we often hear, people talk about making promises like, yeah, let's make, the world a better place, let's be sustainable.
And then they're using a plastic straw while they're doing it.
Exactly. But how can we actually act on that, right? And so I'd like to push, especially the young generation, to start acting. Maybe we can only do so much, but hey, we can encourage, we can educate others to help fund. Because sometimes we need the fund, you know what I mean? But sometimes it's just as simple as donating 5,000 or 10,000. But if you can, get more people to get on it, then we could have the fund that we can maybe donate to organizations, to charities that could really help in pushing that through.
Which is like 50 cents or $1, by the way, if you're doing the conversion. She meant rupiah. Or if you meant dollars would be great too. No, you wouldn't turn that down.
Definitely. Do it for the environment.
So, in regards to the upcoming competition, so you didn't have a lot of a turnaround time or preparation time whatsoever. What are you expecting as you head into Manila this November?
Oh, the most common question I've gotten recently is, are you nervous? And honestly, I don't think I'd choose nervous as the word to describe it. I think enthusiastic and excited would be it.
Ooh, nice.
I feel like somewhat I am stepping into familiar territory with my experience, say 5 years ago. But I think looking back, not only did I only represent my hometown, but I also I was a baby. I was 21 years old.
Is that it? Oh, look at that.
I was 21.
Oh, there's Dad.
That's Dad and
Yeah, it's Dad.
21, and I did not have that many experience. I did not have the self-confidence.
I see.
But now I feel like at 26, 5 years later, I've gone through enough life experiences that has taught me, that has educated me, that's given me so much knowledge to prepare to where I am now, that hey, like timing-wise, timing is everything though.
Yeah, if you didn't go through that back then it wouldn't make you as cool and prepared as you are.
Prepared as I am now, that I can say that I am ready to represent Indonesia.
Well, let's try to make her a little bit nervous anyway. So how many Miss Earths are there out there?
How many countries?
It will be maybe more than 90 countries.
90 countries.
Wow.
A lot of countries.
That's a lot of competition, and can only be one winner though, so don't worry.
Only
right?
one crown.
All right. So I've got
Only one crown.
I've got a question. Maybe you haven't faced before. From a personal standpoint, this is something that I'm sure came as a little bit of a surprise for you. And even though we all here at See Today try to be a bit of environmentally friendly at times, but how has now becoming Miss Earth changed your life and your perspective from a more personal note?
Definitely more aware of my actions.
Okay.
I feel like it's inspired me to not only. I think I reflected on it a lot, and I took a step back and thought, okay, if I'm going to help educate and influence all these people, especially the younger generation, then I have to be one myself.
Yeah.
And so it's, just the littlest things, even picking up your trash. People are like, that's only picking up your trash. But hey, if
everyone did it,
that adds up, right?
Exactly.
And even within the limitations, like I had a wedding in Bali a couple weeks ago, and just as simple as getting up in the morning at 6 a.m. and helping clean the beach. That's just something you can contribute. And I think it's not so much how big your action is, because even the smallest things can actually create the biggest impact.
Yeah.
And I think it all starts from your will. Like, when there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah,
right?
that's a
it
good
starts
one.
with you.
Yeah. Someone else's wedding in Bali, by the way. Not her. It was a friend's wedding. Just want to clear that up.
Thank you for clarifying that.
The reason I ask is because I would say the competition itself, me personally, wouldn't make me as nervous as more the pressure of being a representative of a country for Miss or something this important. It's kind of like a milestone, and then you have to set the right example.
And I think us humans, we always have expectations, right? People keep saying manage your expectations and whatnot, but it's easier said than done. And so how I approach it is always to do everything sincerely and with a genuine heart, because I feel like when you do that, when you have that approach, like, of course, you'd be disappointed if you don't get the results and that you've expected, but at least you're able to accept that, hey, you know what, I've done my best, and, you know, like, I entered this sincerely, done my best with my whole heart.
No regrets, right?
No regrets.
Nice.
We all support it.
Yes.
MDP
Us too.
Indonesia will
Us
support
too.
it.
I'm so
Also, we all thank you for thanks for all the supporter.
Yeah, of course,
the
pageant
people,
lovers.
Yes, people behind us. So make a full effort for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please make him happy.
We're very proud of her.
Karina Basrewan is
And
going
wish
to win.
us luck.
Big crown, by the way. Get used to it. Yes. I wonder how big the actual, like, the winner will be. It'll be huge.
Ooh.
It's quite big. It's
You need a,
Cool.
yellow.
like I said before, you need a strong neck.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, before we end our talk show, Karina, would you teach me how to walk on stage? As
Wow, okay. Are you planning
With
to
Shannon,
take
of
part in
course.
the pageant?
Yeah.
as a plant.
Okay. As the fauna. Okay, go ahead.
All right, okay, let's do this. You sure you don't want to join us, Pete?
I'll be
Okay.
observing. I'll be the judges. I'll be one of the
where will we
judges.
stand?
The doctor and I will be the judges.
Yes.
We're judging only Shanaz, don't worry.
It's all right. I have everyone else judging
So
me.
what are some of the tips that she needs to know before you walk?
You gotta
You gotta what?
roll your shoulders
Opening
back.
number.
Roll my shoulders
Oh,
back.
wow, okay.
Act tall and confident.
Tall.
Act tall.
tall.
Although I'm not that tall.
I'm not that tall either, but you're doing so great. High five. This is a good start already.
All
I'm
right.
so proud of her already. All right, okay, and then you put one hand on the waist.
Put one hand in my waist.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and then you start
And we
walking.
announce Miss Earth Indonesia.
Yes.
Okay. You need to walk first
Okay,
and
I'll
show
walk
me how to
first.
do
All
it.
right. Remember, shoulders back.
Whoa.
And
Confidence is key.
Nice.
Oh, very good.
You're ready, girl.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
You're
please
ready.
welcome Miss Earth BSD.
Whoa. Miss Earth Bintaro. Okay.
yes.
How to do it? Oh, okay. Walking straight
Oh,
line.
look at her.
Very
Look at her go. I love that. Oh.
Whoa.
It's not your first runway, I see.
Not
Good.
my first.
Yeah.
Not my first.
I noticed a bit of a difference. Shanaz was more like she's listening to music.
Like,
Hey,
I'm
it's good, it's good.
enjoying it.
Very
You
good.
need the rhythm.
You're natural. You're natural.
But thank you, Karina,
Yes.
for coming here.
Good luck.
Dr. Chris.
Thank you as well.
Thank you
Doc.
so much.
Shanaz.
I wish you all the luck in the world. We will pray for you.
We'll be cheering all the way from here.
Yay!
That means a lot. Thank you, guys.
All right.
All right, so now let's take a break. We will have a recap of news from our previous segment, so stay with us.
Please welcome once again Miss Earth. See you today. She's supposed to walk again.
Yeah.